In this quick course session, we will show you how to configure and upload an Azure DevOps sample schema migration pipeline for the Universal Connector application in BMC AMI DevOps for DB2. The BMC EPD zip file contains 4 sample pipeline YAML files to help you configure and upload an Azure DevOps sample schema migration pipeline. Let's start by opening the sample pipeline YAML file named Pipeline Schema Migration Sample in your PC text editor. This sample pipeline YAML file runs the steps defined in the config schema migration compare DDL YAML file. Save the sample pipeline with a new name so that you can retain the original for your reference. In the new pipeline, let's edit the pipeline components used to run the steps previously defined in the demo config sm compare DDL YAML file. Keep the trigger as none to run the pipeline manually. In the resources section, update the image to your downloaded AMI DevOps image and location. Update the variables group name as demo variables. In another course, we will create the variable group and additional Azure DevOps variables associated with the config YAML inputs. The job ID variable and value will be used as they are currently defined. Update the pool name to your Azure DevOps agent pool. The stages section includes one stage named Implement Schema Changes and its job, container, and steps. The first step runs Linux sed commands which replace variables with values. The variables are used in the config YAML file steps. In each sed command, edit the sample config YAML file name and path for your file. The remaining scripts in the pipeline run the BMC AMI DevOps steps. Edit those steps with your config YAML file name and path. Now save your pipeline changes. Next, we will upload the demo pipeline to Azure DevOps. In the Azure DevOps repos menu, select your demo samples repository folder. Click the vertical ellipses and then click Upload Files. In the Commit dialog box, browse or drag the pipeline file into the dialog box and then select your branch name and click Commit. The sample pipeline is now configured and uploaded into Azure DevOps. You are ready to run the pipeline. Thank you for your time. For more information about any BMC mainframe product, check the video description for links to the documentation and other related videos.